Now.
On 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app.
O'Connor and Company.
It's 6:37. It's O'Connor and Company, and we're trying to get you up to speed on everything going on in this town, in this country, and around the world. Frankly, we're going to tell you something about what's going on in Saturn as well, if we can get to it. Coming up at 7:05, Byron York, Washington Examiner, 8:05, Brent Bozell, Media Research Center. It's Larry O'Connor and Julie Gunlock. Good morning, Julie.
Good morning.
Joining us right now is your favorite, and he really is your favorite. In fact, you play favorites with him all the time, and I'm starting to get jealous. He's syndicated columnist Cal Thomas. Good morning, Cal.
Good morning, Larry and Julie. Listen, before we get into the subjects, I just been thinking this morning, before I had my coffee, Trump at his news conference yesterday, wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico. I think this is a terrific idea. Think we could have a contest to rename all the rivers and streams in America. Potomac River, we could rename after Trump. Look at what they've done in Northern Virginia, changing Lee Highway to Langston Boulevard. I mean, this is a terrific. Why should we have a Mississippi River? Why should one state be singled out, especially with Mississippi's civil rights record? Colorado River. What makes Colorado so great that they ought to have a river named after them? So how about Elon Musk? He would want a river. So let's get a contest and rename all the rivers. Taylor Swift for a fast-moving stream. How's that?
Cal, Swift, I get it. Well done. I mean, it was a little rocky going there, but you got it. Cal, listen, here's Donald. If you missed it, here's Trump at his press conference yesterday. If you could play cut 12, please.
We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name.
It's true. I mean, listen, Florida, Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, all border the Gulf. Why must Mexico get all the naming rights? You make a good point, though. I mean, the left has created this precedent by renaming anything that has anything to do with the Civil War or the Confederacy. If it's okay to rename those things for political purposes, what's wrong with renaming the Gulf to the Gulf of America?
Well, that's right. I mean, why not? I mean, it's as American as apple pie. How's that?
The Gulf of Apple Pie. By the way, I don't know if you saw this. A couple of congressmen have already put forth the House resolution on this. HR, I think it's HR 12 or something. So this could be something that Congress takes up.
Well, maybe we can get that after we buy Greenland and make Canada the 51st state. If Greenland and Canada became the 51st and 52nd state, then Barack Obama, who said he had visited all 52 states, he would have been right.
And 57, I thought, yeah.
And obviously people, the left mainly, are freaking out about the Panama Canal and Trump's comments on the Panama Canal. But tell us why this is a legitimate concern about the control of the Panama Canal and China's influence and other things. I mean, this is what seems to be left out of this conversation. It's not just Trump sort of banging his chest or thumping his chest and talking about America's ability to expand. There are legitimate concerns about the Panama Canal's security.
There are, Julie, and China is buying up farmland in the United States near American military bases. China is moving into South America. China is on the move, and Democrats don't talk about it. Nobody talks about it. There's hardly anything in the press about it. But we have a treaty negotiated by the late Jimmy Carter and the Panamanian government, and so that's going to have to be undone if we're going to have any influence there. Now, Trump claims that American ships, military ships, are paying more in fees to Panama to cross the canal. I've seen various stories on that. I'd have to do some research on it. Some people say that's not true at all, but if it is, then that should be regularized, just like he did with NATO. Trump did with NATO nations, making them pony up for more of their own defense. So I think it needs to be looked into, and fairness is the key.
Yeah. Cal, this Friday, Judge Merchan in New York is going to deliver the sentence to Donald Trump. This, of course, is what the media likes to call a hush money trial. That's really an invented crime, literally, that Alvin Bragg came up with there, the DA of Manhattan, while people are getting set on fire in the subway system. He invented this thing having to do with a non-disclosure agreement with the actress known as Stormy Daniels. Does this have any political relevance? I mean, they tried. The American people voted for Donald Trump. If anything, this sentencing process this Friday may be good fodder for Joe and Mika, but I think it'll actually strengthen Trump's political position in this town and actually build his popularity.
I absolutely agree, Larry. I mean, this is the last gasp of lawfare. I mean, this is something that should never have been brought. At a minimum, it could have been a misdemeanor. It was elevated to felony. You had Letitia James, the Attorney General of New York, saying she ran on a platform to get Trump. What kind of a position is that?
Yeah.
Alvin Bragg up to a felony. It's ridiculous. I don't think anybody believes in this. And what's he going to sentence him to? Community service? He's already done McDonald's.
Cal, and the garbage truck. Cal, you've worked in the media for many, many years, if I may say. I hesitate to guess that you have signed a non-disclosure agreement at some point in your career with some major media corporation. Am I wrong?
Yes, you are wrong. No, I never have.
Really?
I've had the freedom to speak or do whatever I want. I never assaulted anybody. Matter of fact, at Fox, my favorite makeup artist, back in the Me Too thing when there were allegations going on of sexual impropriety and people were being paid off millions of dollars, I said to my makeup artist, I said, hey, let's get in on some of this money. You accuse me of something and we'll settle, we'll be millionaires. She said, nobody'd believe it of you. I don't know if that was a compliment or not, but
Yeah, I'm not sure how to take that, but I love it. I have a hunch I know which makeup artist you're talking about, Cal.
Okay.
Thank you so.
Well, you behave yourself,
Thank you so
Julie.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, love that, man. I'm shocked he didn't sign an NDA his whole career. It's almost impossible. God, I have to do them all the time. It's like just part of the contract sometimes.
Neither. I didn't sign an NDA, and I've never made an MBA.
Yeah. That's why you're a happy man. Thank you, Cal.
That's right.
It's
Thanks,
6:43. All right, it's a new year, and you know what that means. New year, new you. I know it sounds a little cheesy, but it is true. A lot of you've been thinking about losing weight just like I had in the past, just like Julie has. Well, now's the time. Don't procrastinate any longer, Julie.
Yeah, CoPair has two programs. They have the one with the RX, the medication. That's the one I found great success with. And they have a non-medication program. Both programs offer you counseling and help and guidance. And that is why CoPair is the gold standard for weight loss in the DC region.
Yep. In fact, CoPair's programs are so easy to follow. Based on science, they've helped over 13,000 clients succeed. Every program's personalized one-on-one coaching, easy to follow nutrition, education. And yeah, if you need that extra medication to sort of get over the hump of the middle of the day for your cravings, incredibly effective. But I didn't use that. I lost the weight too. Whatever your path is to getting healthy and losing weight, do it with CoPair. Call now and make the new year a new you. Tell them Larry and Julie sent you. Call 855-888-0180 or go to CoParehealth.com. 645 WMAL traffic and weather every 10 minutes. First on the fives with Steve Hirschhorn and the Hadid